Hey guys, let's see. We got Falcon, Missy, Janet, Terry, Dawn, Malibu. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. Let's move this out. What else do I got here? So yeah, I thought hadn't used these Tandy Arts books much. I did start a journal, but I said let's make some tags. Let's make some tags with this stuff. So I started cutting down making some tags, big oversized tags. And then here's the little journal that I'd started a while back. How's the lighting? Let's check this lighting here. There we go. Scrap Girl. Let's see who else. Thanks everybody for being here. Lisa, Terry, Kat, let's see. So yeah, I'll give it a few minutes for everybody to come in. I got my little lights and things back in here. They're a little distracting. They're a little bright, so I don't like them too much into the frame, but I do like my little fairy lights. Make me happy. So yeah, we'll play with this today and make some tags, do some giveaways. You know, we always do giveaways, but that reminds me. Let me go ahead and get some envelopes out. I'm going to have to get me some more big envelopes. I think I'm almost getting low on the big envelopes. There's three. Let's see here. Is this the same size? Oh, I still got a few. Okay. So yeah, I pulled some fibers and some stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Just thought it'd be something different. It was either that or pan pastel coloring. And I said, well, let's do something kind of easy today. So yeah, I got stuff. I got stuff pulled. Here's my punch. So my little punch. So yeah, we're gonna make some Tandy Arts cutout collage tags today. Debbie sent me one of these for my birthday. It was the newest one. And I think she has another one out now. And she has a Christmas one out. I have these two. So yeah. Hi Shelly and Annette, Linda and Tim. Who else? Thanks everybody for popping in. We'll make some colorful tags today. How's that sound? Does that sound fun? All right. So there. I think we're set. Hi, Hard House. And I do like to spend a couple minutes saying good morning. CK. Who else? I said hi to Missy. Hi, Terry. Did I say hi to you, Terry? Terry, I'll show Terry did the prompts already. Oh my gosh. And I did go ahead and post some new I posted new discs this morning. They're over here. I'll show you the pictures of them because they're over here. I varnished them and they're wet still. So I don't want to lay them out here with, this stuff. But I'll show you the pictures. Let's see. Yes, it'll be fun tags. Fun tags. We haven't made something like this since probably, I think we did some Easter tags. We did some St. Patrick's Day tags. So we'll just do this Tandy Arts fun tags. You did but twice as okay. I guess I was just thinking of you on the Instagram, on the what do you call it? Prompts on Instagram. I did take and I did have to show. I think it was Starla sent me. Let me go over here to my messages. See how they load today. Let's see. Was it Belinda? Now, who sent me the picture of their coloring? Was it B? I think it was B. Well, it's gone already. Well, I don't know. B sent me. I thought she sent me a picture, but it's of coloring, but it's gone. Belinda, maybe. Photo. Here it is. This is it. Let's see. Is it going to come up? Well, there it goes. Okay, no, it's not gonna work. I waited a day too late, I think, because they go away after like 24 hours. Let's try to get it back up again. No, it's not coming up. So Belinda, if you're around, I'm trying to. It's not doing anything. It's hearting it, but it's not popping it open. So I don't know what to do about that. I don't think I took a picture of it. So let's see. No. Took a picture of Terry's. So here's Terry's. Hi, Shelly. See who else is here. Riri. Hi, Tina. Tina made it in. Let's see if I'm missing people. Thanks everybody for being here. Um, but here's Terry's. So the prompts were any food, smile, building, violin, and blueberry. So here's what Terry did. So she has this big smiles, of course. Your characters are so good, Terry. And she's singing a song. She found her thrill. She said, thrill. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. She got little music notes around it. She found her thrill on Blueberry Hill. So here's a little, I think it's a little, no, it's not a bear. Is that a bear? I think it's a bear. A little bear playing the violin because she got animals. Any food. Of course, she's got the blueberries as well. Buildings are in the background. And so, yeah, isn't that great? So, y'all go follow Terry Brett 3 and you can see it better over on Instagram. Love it, Terry. Your characters have such personality. I know, right? And then there's Kat put Terry Brett's link in there for her IG. They make you smile, Terry. If anybody needs a smile, go follow Terry Brett 3 and she posts her prompts. They're so good. Well, I thought I had Belinda. I guess I didn't take a picture of Belinda's, and it's not letting me click on the photo, so I can't show it. So I don't know. If Belinda comes in, maybe she can message it to me again because it's not coming up. Let's see. What else do I have here? All right. So the discs that I did. I did 3 of them, one for Samantha, one for her friend Abby, who loves octopus, and then an extra one. So I got 3 of them made for her. And then I put music to it on IG. I put the Artemis music to it on IG and Facebook. So, but here's one of them. And they're 10-inch. Maybe by the end of the stream, I can bring it over here. They're wet though. They got, I just varnished them. So here's the one. This is the one with the sea turtle. Samantha loves sea turtles, and then of course I put some astronauts in each one because Artemis. And then here's the next one. There's this one, and this one's got the dolphins, and there's the astronaut there. So yeah, so got that one. Then the last one is the octopus for her friend. And again, they're kind of flashed out a little bit here. There's a little astronauts over there. There's the octopus sitting on top of a big octopus head. Little astronaut down there. And Samantha loved them. So yeah, I was happy that she liked them. So, and then last I heard, yesterday afternoon, Cameron was in Illinois, so he's making his way. I don't know where he spent the night. He might have stayed in Chicago. I don't know. Denise hasn't told me this morning because she tracks him, so she can tell me where he is today. Let me get a sip of my lemon water. Making his way to Yellowstone. Okay, so let's see here. Emily, hi Emily. I'll try to catch everybody. Thanks, Laverne. Thank you. They were kind of theme based, rather than. Well, I mean, they kind of have a story to them, but they were more theme based and story based. I like mine to have the stories to go with them, but in this case, Samantha wanted these, and she wanted them themed. She wanted that theme, so I did those specifically for her and her friends. Let's see, Shelly. Who else? Am I missing anybody? Oh, hi, Messy Die. How you doing? And Oz, how's everything down under? I know you probably hear that every day. How's everything down under as opposed to in Europe? How's everything across the pond? Terry probably hears that all the time. So thank you, Annette. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Emily's coloring corner. Let's see, who else am I missing? Scrolling, scrolling. Yeah, like the turtle. Yeah, I cut out a turtle and then I painted him up and put like faux writing on them. So yeah, let's see. Okay, well, I think I've said hi to everybody. If you're talking to me, put it in caps. So I know you're talking to me. Let me turn my, there we go, just a tad there. So yeah, that's better. So I got my lemon water, I got my banana, so my voice starts cracking. So I had one of these, and then Deb E sent me the other one for my birthday, and she has another one. I think she has two. I think she has five all total. Actually, she has a Christmas one, and I think she has a couple others. And so a while back, I covered this little journal with some of it, put my initials on there, and I did varnish this to give it a little more you know, oomph on the cover. I've not done anything in it, but I was going to use this journal for anything I did TandiArts. But I'm going to make tags today. I'll make one or two of them can go in my journal, but I'm going to give them away. Hi, Rainbow Griffin. How's it going? Hi, Mama Four. Thank you, Tina. So let's see. There's Kat's putting links to Tandy Art stuff. And I'll read her little bio in the front of her book here in a minute. She has a YouTube channel, and her stuff's just so adorable. Adorbs. Okay, so I think this is that's yeah, volume 5. Okay, so this is the one Debbie got me. And there's her real name. She lives in Ireland. I think she's Polish and lives in Ireland, and she shows her little studio. She has a she shed, and she shows the she shed on her YouTube channel. So there we go. Cat's putting in the links to the book. So anyway, oh no. Hi Ellen. My eyes are watering. I start laughing. Okay. So, see, this is from Debbie. Okay. So let me read what and her name is Sylwia. Or it might be pronounced Sylvia, but she spells it with the WIA. Okay. My name is Sylwia, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. There it is. And I love to create in my little Tandy art studio in Evergreen, Ireland. Welcome to my book number 5, a joyful collection full of color, flowers, and whimsical characters created to spark imagination and creative play. All the illustrations in this book are hand drawn and hand painted by me using a variety of art supplies. I mostly work with watercolors, acrylics, and inks, often combining them with collage elements as I play in my journals and sketchbooks. Each page is created slowly and lovingly, embracing texture, layers, and a touch of magic. My biggest passion is bringing whimsical fairies and enchanted landscapes to life. I adore using vibrant colors that can brighten even the rainiest of days. My daughters and the magical fairy tales from my childhood are my greatest inspirations. They help me stay connected to my playful inner child and create from a place of joy and wonder. Thank you so much for purchasing this book and for supporting my artwork. It truly means the world to me. If you'd like to go deeper into my creative process, you're warmly invited to join a page. She has a Patreon where I share exclusive tutorials, printable art, behind the scenes studio moments, and Belinda's texting me, and creative journaling inspiration. I hope this book brings you happiness and inspires you to play, cut, and collage with the Tandy art elements inside. And so, yeah, so we'll look at her books in here in a minute. Maybe, let's see, did Belinda send me a picture? Let's see. There she did. Okay. So here she sent me 2. Thank you, Belinda. She messaged them to me. So here we go. So here's Belinda's. Let's see if I can. There we go. Look at all that. And you could use a Tandy girl on there. It's all the right, colorful stuff. So there's that one. And then she did another one. Hang on. This one. This one's got a little face and everything. So very nice, Belinda. Thank you. Thank you for texting. Yeah, they disappeared. They disappeared off of IG after so many hours or a day or whatever. So she's messaged them to me. So there we go. So good job, Belinda. I don't know if she's in here, but thanks for messaging them to me, Belinda. Hi, View, Keeks. Who else am I seeing here? I said hi to Rainbow, Missy, Judy O. Who else am I missing? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Thanks everybody for being here. So, and here comes a cat. She's been up here all morning. So, yeah. All right. So, and I have cut into the book, so I can tell you which book I've cut into here. All right, you're going to have to move over just a little bit, baby. Move over just a little bit. So, yeah, got bunches of them, pieces and stuff here that I used when we did the cover here to that book. So we'll play with all this. This is just this is the outer sleeve to my little sketchbook that I'm not putting on there, but it was in the sleeve. All right, there. All right, let's move that. Okay, so I decided to do a 4 by, and I'm not sure how long these are, but they're 4 inches wide. And let me find a ruler over here. And of course, you can make tags any size. I just cut these down from some, some craft cardstock. So, yes, Debbie, I just read her intro out of the book you gave me, and so they're 4 by. Let's see, 4 by. It's a clear ruler, so I have to flip it the right way so I can see it. Here we go. To the edge here is. Dang, I can't see it. Is it 6? Oh my gosh. 7. 4 by 7 to this end right here. 4 by 7. So yeah, just long little tags. And you can make them any size there are. You can buy them already made, cut, So I just did one here. I did a punch, and this is how I'm going to do all of them. I'm just going to punch something out of her book and glue that on, and then do just a regular hole punch to make it look like a tag on the front there. And then I pulled all kinds of, fibers and ribbons and sari silks. And then I got I pulled some twine. Twine. So we might use some of that. So anyway, yeah. So put it in caps if you're talking to me. Make sure you have all messages clicked at the top so you see all the messages. Otherwise, you don't see all the messages. It's top chat is the default, which I don't know why they do that. It should be all messages. Hi, Carol. So yeah. All right. So I'm going, and here's just, a template. So what I did is I just took a 4 by 7 piece here. Let me just go ahead and cut a few so you can see. And they're heavy cardstock. So just put that down, and then you don't have to measure. You can just use, and I did kind of round the corners. And if you want to get if you're making your own tag, and you want, where's my punch? Hang on, here it is. I have a crocodile too, but this is just easy. If you want to make your corners the exact size, and all you have to do is where you cut one off, like you just cut this off, then just flip it over to the other side and cut the exact same. Then they're going to be exactly the same. You know what I mean? So that's the same as this side, but if you use the tag. But I've already got them pre-cut. So, and then I did kind of like to kind of round get the little points off there, just kind of cut the little sharp points off and then round the bottoms. So let me just go ahead and do a couple here, and then we'll do some giveaway. I'll probably make a couple little kits so that y'all can make your own as well. So yeah, and then I'll use the punch for the bottom here. So the old creative memory ones. It's probably kind of, it's not too full. When it gets full, they don't cut as well. Let's see. There's Belinda. I showed your pictures, Belinda. Thank you. Yeah, they disappeared off of IG. All right, so let's see here. Let's just cut a few more. And I thought I would just maybe do some palette knife scraping of colors on here, and maybe some edge, maybe gold edges. Gold edges would be good, right? And I just run gold paint around the edges with my finger. Let's see, where's my got some gold. Here's some gold here. This is just some Master's Touch gold, which will be fine to run around the edges. Let me make a few here, guys. Okay, because I want to do some giveaways. So I'm going to make some and give some, some kits. So there's 4. Let me make at least 8. Okay. Put it in caps, guys, if you're talking to me, because when I glance over at chat when it's moving so fast, I'm looking for caps. So don't get mad if I miss you if I missed you in chat when you're not putting it in caps. Not that y'all really get mad, but you know what I mean. Okay, so let's do 3 more, and I can always make more. But we got plenty. I cut a whole stack down. Let's see. So we're just going to use, and I'll go ahead and flip through the 2 books that I have. Again, she's got 5 books, and I think might have 6 if you include the Christmas one, or the Christmas one might be one of the 5. I'm not sure, but she has a lot of them, and they're so adorable. And like I said, she's in Ireland, and I think she's Polish and moved to Ireland. I don't know her backstory, but anyway, I told Tori, I said she lives. Last time Tori was here when we were working in these books, and Tori's in Ireland. I said, Tori, she's in Ireland. Maybe she does meetups. I don't know. Classes or something. But anyway, all right, there we go. And I don't know how much Tori gets out and about either. So, all right. So there we go. We got a few cut. All righty. Let's see here. All right. So again, I have some stuff already cut from when we made the little journal here. They're so cute, and I varnished it. So, and I'll play in it. I'll probably put a tag in there. All right. So let me go ahead and flip through these 2. This is the 5th one. I think this is book 1, and so I'll just do a little flip, and there's going to be stuff cut out. And she does make a point of saying she does not use any AI, if that matters to you, which it does to, a lot of people. Let's see. She just released a new one with some fairy. Wait a minute. Let's see. With some fairy tale lily theme recently. Fairy tale. So I'm not sure what that means. Lile, or is that just a typo, Debbie? Which, hey, I'm the typo queen. I understand. Let's see. Christine. Hi, Christine. So I'm just going to flip through, and I might, then I'll go back and pick out some things, and I'll make 4 tags, and then I'll make 4 little kits. How's that sound? So, aren't they adorable though? Look, you can make so many things with these. Art journaling, you could, and again, I made an art journal just for her stuff. Here's some cute little butterflies. Those would be good to cut out, put on, to make them dimensional, So maybe we'll do that. And these have little words. These would be good too. Little words on there. They're like they're ATC size. Little ATC size ones, if you like to do ATCs. But you could put them on, put them on there too. So we'll see. And here's like larger ones, like a postcard size. And then just some different painty backgrounds. So adorable. Aren't they so cute? I like this on there. I said I was going to wait and go back through it, but when I find something that strikes me, hi, Karen, Gina, Jackie. So, like the little birds and the heart, here's some little borders and things. And you can cut things out and just make them, along the bottom of your tag. Plus, I pulled a bunch of fibers and stuff. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Bookmarks. Of course, we've made a lot of bookmarks here. You can make bookmarks, put them in the little plastic sleeves, the little thin plastic sleeves that we get off of Amazon. Yeah, here's some of these little things. I like these. And I know a lot of people, oh, you can make copies. I don't do that. And I don't buy Digi either. I know, if you do, or you like to make copies of your stuff or use Digi, Collage Soup, you can get a lot of Digi downloads from Collage Soup. I just like using the real stuff, cutting it out, using it. And if I run out, then I'll buy some more. I like using the original stuff. That's just me, So, you have to probably go to her site, Rainbow, and look. She doesn't. I don't know that she says here, but she's on IG, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, and she has a Patreon. So I don't know if she does Digi downloads or not. So, yeah. So we're going to shout her out and use some of her stuff today. I'm just going to flip. I like her little peeps. Those little girls might be some good ones too. Flowers. I'm just going to try to just use her stuff and paint and fibers, So that's the plan anyway. Just do a Tandy day, Tandy tag day. Hi, Pamela. Oh, I do like the little words too. Those are nice. Butterflies. Maybe we'll pick some of those. I'm already pulling more than I like the Frida. I need to send one of these to Xandra, because Xandra loves her Fridas. But Xandra draws Fridas really cute too. So she may, well, I can draw my own. No, she wouldn't say that. I'm putting words in Xandra's mouth. So anyway, let's see. These are cute. The little black and white ones. And of course you could color them anything you want. And the little fairy girls are so cute. Just so cute. Right? And there's this, look how thick this book is. That's a good size book. And I do like that. See, this is what I would put in my journal. And these are bigger pages for backgrounds in the journal. Same for this, So when I go to make the kits, I'll go back through it again and pull some backgrounds and stuff for y'all to make some, because I'm going to use paint. But, if y'all don't like to use paint and just want to use images, then I'll give y'all some cutout backgrounds. So you can just glue a background down on the tag. Does that sound fun? Are we having fun yet? Hi, Carrie. Let's see. If I miss anybody, put it in caps. I like these that you can color. Like I said, I'll probably use that in my little TandiArts journal. Bonus page. Okay, so there we go. Cut out and collage books. So those are the two. So let's see what I have pulled already. I know Malibu's taken up half my space. That's my free space right here. That's my free space. All right, so let's see what we can do here. And they're all different colors. So let's just, pick a couple of the brighter colors to use. As scraping some backgrounds, like some of this teal, maybe. Let's just go ahead and pick some colors here. Maybe that's too dark. I don't want to get too dark. This one might be too light. Let's see. I'm going to come over here and let's see what we can find. Here we go. This color's a little lighter. like that color. This was almost done. Do I have another one? Is this the same? What is this one called? This one's called Peacock Teal. This is Majestic Teal. I know Peacock Teal. So I don't want to run out in the middle of the thing. Let's see. Here's another. What's this one? Teal Mint. That's good too. All right. Then let's get a yellow. That's a nice bright yellow. Do you want that bright? Maybe. Could use. We could also go with. Excuse me, Malibu. A little. This is. It's called Antique Gold, but it's like a yellow ochre. All right. Now let's see. Let's get a bright pink. Or this is coral. This is a coral color. Well, I'm just looking at some of the different colors here. Coral, maybe. No, you know what? Instead of coral, I think I want a brighter pink. And maybe an orange, too. Let's see. Let's see here. Just a nice orange. There's an orange. Let's go with a bright pink. Here we go. Let's find a pink here. Here we go. Pink. What other colors? Do I want like a alizarin crimson maybe? That's a nice accent. I'm just picking colors, and now I'm going to need like a lime green. Let's see here. That's too yellow, too like yellow. I want a little bit greener. Let's see what else we got over here. Here we go. I have to refix my paints. They need to go. This one's a Craft Smart, but it's a nice green. We'll go with that. All right, let's see. Sorry, Malibu, I'm disturbing you. All right. Did I get enough colors, you think? Maybe a little black. Well, I'm going to use gold for the edging, so I don't know if I want too much black in there. We'll see. All right, let me look at chat for a second now that I picked all my colors, or a lot of them. Does that you, Melinda? Let's see, Angie, Melinda. Scrolling. Wikipedia. Said hi to Pamela. I know. I like the letters too. I don't know if I have, if somebody wins the kit, then I can cut their letters out if I have it. So we'll save these. I'll just kind of set this up here for some color inspiration. I'll use the letters for color inspiration. And plus I've got gold. Is that all the colors I need? Of course, I can always pick more colors if I need them, right? All right, so now let me get one of my multiple palettes here. All right, I'm going to move my little book out of the way. And let's just start with some of these pages that I pulled already. And plus all this stuff that I already had, working in. So we got quite a bit of stuff there. All right, so now, first thing I want to do is find my palette knife. That's going to be back here. All right. And just put some color down on some different ones. I'm going to just scrape 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. We got 8. We're going to scrape. Come on, stand up there. Stand up, color inspo. Let's see. Fun colors, yeah. I think it'll be fun, and we'll like I say, we're gonna give them away. I'm gonna give away 4 made ones and 4 kits. All right, so let me just go ahead and start with and we can add more color. I'm just going to start. I'm just going to put down a start. And always shake your acrylic paints up every time you use them, because they do settle. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I just want to, I'm going to put a little paper down here. Let's get a paper. I'm going to paint up my whole desk. Do I need to zoom in, or are we good? Y'all tell me. Do you want me to zoom one, or is this good? Let's see. Hello, anti-caffeine. Is this good? Or look, I'll zoom in when y'all tell me. Is that better? Maybe that's better. Yeah. Okay. Hi, CB. All right. So let's just, I just want to kind of make a mess, if you will, on the background, because I just want something that's going to be behind the images that we pick, right? And I'm not going to do the backs. I'm not going to do the backs. If y'all want to do the backs, you can do the backs. So I'm just going to do something like this, just some, palette. And then I'm going to outline everything with gold, and we can add some other colors too. Could splatter, maybe some black splatters would be good. Some black splatters on all of them. I might do that. I say, look, see how much paint I got left over. This is what, you know what though? I don't know. Yeah, okay. I want to do one of each. Let's see. Let me get my desk journal and keep it handy, where I can scrape some paint in here. I probably should get some what do you call it, wax paper though, because I can't close the book or change the pages while it's wet. But let's just go ahead and use up. This is what I have a desk journal for, to use up the paint and the scraps and all that, rather than wasting it. Again, I might have to hit this with the heat gun if I want to turn the page, or put some wax paper in there. Okay, so now I'm going to just go, there's yellow. Let's move the gold out of the way. I'm not doing that yet. But I think we will do a black splatter. Let's get some black out here. Okay. Spider start my first art journal. Oh, yay. Well, that's been a while though, right? Any Kathy, that's been a while. You do journals now. Okay, so this one is a alizarin crimson. So let's just get another one. And I haven't poked holes in these yet. That one was just my sample one. I haven't poked holes in these and put a little tag holder. There's a little bit, see, I like that little bit of yellow in there. I'm going to have to do a couple colors. It's just going to have to. Because especially that's already got this color in there, We're going to have to put a couple colors. All right. All right. Maybe a little yellow here. All right. We'll continue to add. I need some baby wipes. All righty. Oh, no, okay, good. She's found something to do. She's like, you're talking too much and I can't sleep, Mama. All right, so let's see. Let's put a little pink and yellow, maybe. Oh, I haven't opened this one. This is a new color. Let me cut this plastic off here. I bought a few extra colors when Hobby Lobby stopped selling the deco art. I said, well, because I can get it at Michael's or online, but all right. So let's see here. Let's do some pink. It's a little bit of red in there. I'm just kind of, wafting it over there. And let's put a little yellow in there. I'm just going to do all of them. Let's see. Let's put some red and pink here. And I'm not cleaning my palette knife. I'm just picking up more color. Because it's going to be the background with all the TandiArts cute little girls, right? And butterflies and stuff. All right, let's see. Try not to get it on the back, but can't promise. All right, let's do some of this teal. Got two there. Put my yellow in there with pink. See, now I'm already mixing all the colors. All right, and I'll go over it with my heat gun too. Let's see. Let's get some more papers here. A little bit more teal. Let's get out some lime green and orange. Just might as well get out all the colors, right? Come on, Cap. That one came off. There we go. And a little orange. I don't think I'm going to use any yellow ochre because I'm going to use gold. So let's go ahead and do some orange, Some lime green. Oh, we're going to get these bases done and start playing here a second. Hi, Choo-Choo. Who else am I missing? Let's put a little pink down there. All right. See how quickly we moved on from one color per thing to just multiple colors? Okay, a couple more here. So, yeah. Okay, so can't believe it's Wednesday already. Dang. Wednesday already. A little orange, a little blue. Okay, there we go. All right, so I got them all some color on every one. All right, now what I want to do, let's see, I think this one needs a little bit, let's go a little more. I like the scrapey bits. Hang on, I'm going back through all of them. They all need more, I think. All right, and maybe just a little red there. And this one needs a little more, maybe a little red there too. Okay. All right, they all got some color on the base. All right. Hi, Joanne. We're playing in the TandiArts collage, cut and collage books today. Let me show them again in case y'all are just coming in. These are the books that I'm playing in. I already had this one, and then Debbie had sent me this one for my birthday. So we're playing in both of these. And I did, last time I played in the books, I did cover this little art journal. Covered this little journal and varnished it. Okay, so let's see. Is that dry enough to change the page? Maybe. Let's just go ahead and add some on the same page here. Try to use up some of the paint. And as these dry, I'll continue to pick up some of this if I think about it. All right. So now let's get some black. Let's see. Let's get another in here. And I'm going to put down a little black, a little water. We're going to do a little splatter. Let's see here. I like these janky calligraphy brushes for splatters. All right, let's try to do. I might need a little bit more water. How we doing? Anything else going on? Do I need to know in chat? Okay. Needs more water. I put quite a bit of paint down. There we go. And then I'll hit them all with the heat gun. And I'm going to edge them all in gold. So there we go, like this. I am making quite the mess. Oh, look, I'm getting it on my shirt. Should pull up my sleeves there. Yeah, well, that's why I wear shirts and clothes, that it's okay to get messy. Because I do get messy. All right, let's see. Okay. If y'all want to get something to drink, I'm going to hit these with the heat gun for a couple minutes. So if y'all want to run to the bathroom or go get something to drink, you won't be missing anything for a couple minutes because I'm going to dry these. Okay, all right, let's move this out of the way. And let's get the excess. Okay, I think I'm gonna go wash my hands too, real quick, because I got black paint all over me. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay. All right, excess paint removed. Those bright colors are perfect. I know, right? That's why I picked. This is my inspiration sheet from her book. Okay. All right. Baby wipes. Let's try to get some of this up off the desk here while it's wet. It'll move. I have no place to put things. Where am I going to put this paint? I have literally no spot except the floor. I don't want to set paint down on the floor because the cats. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. All righty. All right, let me plug in my heat tool here. All right. I'm tangled here. Come on. There we go. Don't want to pull my light over. Okay. Heat gun. Go ahead and mute it if you don't want to hear it. Give me a minute. The black dots take a minute. That's how you carry. Who else am I missing? Estrada. Okay, I'm going to pick the most colorful four, like this one, for let them sit over here and dry for the giveaways. I will punch holes for the tag holes, and but for the kits rather, I'm going to give everything away. But for the kits, let's see, that's this one here. This is the one I made for myself. This is my sample thing. So there's four for giveaways. I mean, to make kits with, and then these we're going to actually make something with them. So that way we have 4 kits and 4 completed. That's the plan. Okay, let me get a baby wipe or something here. I've got some blobs of paint. Let's go ahead because that's going to be covered up. I got some thick blobs there. It's never going to dry. I mean, it will dry tomorrow, but yeah, there's another one right there. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Like this one? Okay, so the other four need to dry, but they're sitting over here to the side, and they will be what do you call it? Sitting over here drying. All right, now let's see where did I put that paint. Here it is. Let's go ahead and uh, get my palette knife again, and let's. This is dry now, so let me turn a page and go over to another page just to use up some of this paint. So, and the same thing, this goes for, if I got leftover, what do you call it? Little scraps of, collage fodder, that can go in here too. All right, so there we go. That's good. All right, let's move this off the table. All right. There we go. All right, more baby wipes. All right. Okay, now let's see what we can do. And I know that's not completely dry yet. None of this is completely dry, so we'll see how it goes. All right. Sip of lemon water. Scooch my chair up a little. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. All right, I'm going to look through here, and I'm just going to, this is mine over here, so let's kind of keep that over there. I might work on it as well. All right, so I have all these papers that I've already pulled from the book. I do want to go ahead. Let's go ahead and put a little, let's do this tag circles real quick, and then I got all these fibers. So fun. And I think if I put anything like this on there, I'll put the tag in a piece of cardstock. So hopefully that will go through the mail. But they're so cute. I just love these. I picked them specifically for this. All right, so let's see. Let's move this up here. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and find something on. I might pick these flowers. Some of the little, this right here, that would be a good one. Okay, y'all gonna have to watch me do some fussy cutting too. So just saying, if y'all don't like fussy cutting, then, I don't know what to say. Oh, you know what? I could use some of, let's just use these. Let's use these. All right, let's see here. Yeah, let's use some of these. This will be an easy way to do the tag holes. All right, got that down. Let's get my little scissors. All right, so what I'm going to do is, instead of circles, like a big circle, what I'll do is I will cut these little loopies. I don't know what you call them. Just little loopies here. Let's see. See if I can try to stay in frame here. And put these on there and then punch a hole. See, that one's not going to show up there. Let's put it where they're going to show up. Where they're going to show up. And then I'll punch a hole in there. See? Aren't those cute? Oh my gosh. It was either this today or what do you call it? Pan pastel coloring. It was a toss up because I kind of wanted to pan pastel color, but just said, I don't know if I want to get out the mess today. And then I start slinging paint. Let's see. Okay, that's all for now, those. But I will put these over here to put in each person's, the kit ones. All right, let's see. Gonna have to just do a little at a time because I have no space. This is all the space I have, literally right here. All right, so now let's go ahead and do that first so I can get the holes punched in each one. All right, let's see. Hi, Dot. Hi, Flo. Good to see you. Spam messages. I don't want it dinging while I'm trying to. I have no traffic delinquencies. I tell you, they try anything. They try anything to get you to click and give you their money, give you money. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to put my pen right up here where I know right where it is. All right. Now, where's that little? Oh, here it is. Because I'm going to be using it a lot, so it shouldn't dry out too soon. Barbara G. Hi, Barbara G. Been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well. We're making TandiArts Tags. We're going to do giveaways because, just cost me a couple of stamps or something like this. And I don't need this many tags. You got your bookmarks? Okay, that's been a while. I hope that some bookmarks I made hadn't been floating around forever. All right, so there's 4 little things there. Now let's go ahead and punch a hole in each one. Okay. Okay, I should go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and punch holes in all the ones that are going to be kits for you, just so there is a hole punched in them. Even though I'm not going to decorate these, I thought, I should go ahead and punch a hole in them. All right. Okay. Now let's start decorating them. All right, let's see. I know I'm going to want to add some little rickrack and stuff to them, but let's go ahead and add some little people to them first. All right, so here's a little girl here. Let's see how big. Yeah, we can add this medium-sized ones. Okay. And then maybe the smaller one with a big flower. I'm just going to layer it up. And what I really would like to do is do some pop dotting, like glue these down on some not this thick of cardstock, but a medium weight cardstock, so they're pop dotted up. I think we're going to do that. All right, let me get some more little people here. It's a little girl. That will go good on this one. Let me just trim her down a minute. Here we go. Some more. Okay. The little flower. And let's see what else. Hang on, I'm just kind of playing here. I think I want to send, and I don't have Sammy. I don't think I have her new address, but once she gets settled back in, let me make a note. I'm going to send her some little to make her daughters some little tags or whatever. I'll give her a little kit. Sammy just had her baby. She used to be our coloring Sammy. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Sammy W. And her new baby just had a couple of days ago, still in the hospital. Seems to be getting better. I haven't seen any updates this morning, but I'm going to put her together a little kit for congratulations on her baby, and hope everything goes well. So I'm going to make a little note of that. Put that behind me. Okay, let's see what else. I like this little piece here. Let's do this. All right. I'm just kind of going through here and just kind of seeing, making little piles of what. All right, I like this. I like this goes a little bigger. Let's go with her. Let's go with her instead of this little girl there. And then let's see. Do y'all have any questions? Hi, Teresa. What's the name of the varnish? I'm not varnishing these, but if you're just talking about for other things, let me hang on. I gotta go get it. I'll show you the bottle. I'm not varnishing these tags, but the varnish I use for all my collage and my stuff that my discs and all is this. The Deco Art Americana Dura Clear High Gloss Indoor Outdoor. So it's water based. It is a water. You don't have to get this brand, but make sure it's a water based. You don't want an oil based varnish for your papers and your collage. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Any more questions? Hi, Shelly. How you doing, Shelly? You've been posting things lately. All right, so let's see here. All right, so now I'm going to get some other little things just to, like, here's a little bow. That would be cute. This, let's see. Let's cut this down. I'm trying to cut these down so they're manageable sizes here. I like this. That would be good with her. I think all of them have a little something. We're going to start with this. All right, and then I want a little something else for the backgrounds. Let's see. I do like these paints, but they're going to be too covered up, I think. All right, let's see. So I've cut out some other little things here. All right, maybe some of these flowers. These will be good. So I got four of these. There's 2, 3. Need one more, or a butterfly. That'll be good too. Oh, here's another flower. Okay. All right. So, and I hope you don't mind some fussy cutting because you're getting a tag out of it. But I do have to fussy cut. All right. So these are going to be flat on the backgrounds. These 4 flowers. These are going to be pop dotted up. So I need to glue those down on some cardstock and then cut them out. But I'm pretty quick at fussy cutting, so hopefully y'all aren't going to get too bored. If you have any questions, comments, anybody want me to shout them out, or if you have any questions or anything, put it in caps and I'll look over there. CB, I forgot. Dot speaks in caps. So when I see caps, I think y'all are talking to me. All right, so there we go. Let's see. That one could go with her or her. Maybe her. No, I think I might like it with her. Okay. And then, because she's going to have a blue flower there. Or maybe the blue, maybe. No, let's have a contrast. Okay. I believe it's already mid-April. Oh. Okay, then that blue one. Maybe I like the blue one there, and I like this one with her. I'm just going to shuffle them. Oh, no, I'm going to like this with the yellow. So this one, I don't go back to that, I guess. Okay, let's see. Something's going on. All right, somebody's asking me a question over and over. Who's asking me a question? Kat's texting me. Someone's asking me a question. Annette, the name of the pink color paint. Electric pink. Electric pink. Annette, are you here, Annette? Acknowledge, Annette. Acknowledge that you hear me. No, I did not go to Hobby Lobby, Scrap Girl. I went grocery shopping. Annette, okay, you got it. Okay, there you go. All righty. Thank you, Kat. Cheshire Cat. See, y'all won't get away with stuff. I mean, we're not ignoring you. Let's see. The purple. Do I want the purple? No, I think I want this one on her and the purple with her. It's just going to be behind their little heads, just kind of, background. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to get out my Aleene's Tacky glue, and I want to glue these down onto, let me get some cardstock. Hang on. Just want a medium weight, not a heavy weight. That's too heavy. Let's see here. Medium weight, or some medium weight. Now, all this is really heavy cardstock. I don't want heavy cardstock. Hang on, let me dig through here. All right, here we go. This is heavier paper. I think this will be good. It's not quite cardstock, but it's heavier weight. All right, let's see. Let me get some pop dots. And let's see, is that going to be heavy? That may not be heavy enough. No, let me get a little bit heavier. Hang on. I got to dig around. See what cardstock I want to get. Come over here. That's too thin. Might have to use a thicker stuff. I'm not seeing any. What's this right here? All right, this works. There we go. Okay. All righty, some cardstock. All righty. So what I'm going to do, please give me a thumbs up. All right, let me squinch over on my chair here. All right. Oh, real quick, let me go ahead and put this back in here. I'm not using this for a minute. Come on. Come on back in there. There we go. All right. And my tacky, let me put the lid for that right there. All right, so I'm going to glue down, and I just smooth it all out with my finger. And I'm going to put it on the cardstock. And try to keep them together because this is what I want. Each one has kind of been picked. Okay, so I'll go there. Flower. We'll pick some other stuff to go with. And then what I'm going to do is now I only have to cut them out once. If you cut them out like this, let's just say I cut this out, and then I say, oh, I want this on cardstock, then I got to glue it down, cut it out again. Whereas if you just take your images that you want on cardstock that you're going to pop dot up, and you glue them to the cardstock first, smooth them out, smooth out all the, what do you call it, the glue ring, the glue circles. Okay. Then when I go to cut them out, I only have to cut them out once. Okay, there's that. Alrighty. Let's see. Judy, oh, standing by the creative highway. So you're with the tour? Hi, Tina Sweden. Okay. All right. Whoop. Get back on for a minute. All righty. All right, we got our little piles. We'll keep this little piece here. Maybe I'll put some little piece of this into your kits when I do the kits. These I'm going to make and give away. So I'm going to give away 4 made ones, and then I'm going to give away 4 kits where you have to make them yourself. I mean, I'm going to send you the stuff. Let's see. And what I like about Eileen's tacky, it rolls right off your fingers. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just take one at a time. Let's see. I need to tilt this down just a tad. How's that looking? Are we bright enough there? I think so. I know. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. And if you like to do inked edges and all that, when you cut her stuff out, you could ink each little image. I'm going to put gold around the tags, but you could ink each little image. And, black ink, brown ink. So see how it's a little thicker now. It's not just paper thin. So, all right. Am I in frame? Yeah. Thanks everybody for being here. Hang around. I'm going to do giveaways here if you like one of these. Because I like making them. I don't sell them. I'm just making them, so I might as well give y'all some of them, right? And hopefully in a little while I can bring over the discs that I posted this morning on Instagram. I varnished them this morning, and so they're sitting over here drying, so it's hard for me to, move them around, shuffle them around. So maybe they'll set up enough for me to bring them over here and show them to you. They're on Instagram though, and I showed them this morning. I showed the photos of them this morning. Okay, she's got little pointy little feet there. So, oh, thank you, Deb E. I appreciate that. Come on, mouse. There we go. I never had a mouse that went to sleep. This one does. Thank you, Debbie. Let me write you down for a thank you. I don't mind much for that. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Debbie's is the one that gave me one of these books for my birthday. So I'm using it today. I wrote you down, Debbie. Thank you. So I do send out thank yous. You do have to be willing to give me, of course, have Debbie's address, but you have to be willing to give me your address if you want giveaways or participate in, the giveaways. I don't share your address with anybody. I don't put you on an email list. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I want, I know what I want. Maybe some, what do you call it? Gauzy something in the background, maybe. All right, so let's go ahead and see. She's going to be here. She's going to be maybe like this. So let's go ahead and glue this flower down. Going because this one's going to be in the background. Let's see. Let's see what I want. The background. I could go out in the other room and bring in some fabrics. I have the gauze fabric in here, but I don't have any other fabrics in here except gauze stuff. But that might be good. I'm going to make one, finish a complete one. Then we'll see where we'll go for that. Let's see. I want to have a lot of bright colors. Let's have some pink and some yellowy gold. We got blue. Let's see. Maybe some of this color. Let me just pick a snip off here. She's this color. So I'm thinking what we can do is you could even staple it, but I don't really want to send y'all something with a staple on the back. I would just staple it for myself. But since I'm not going to do that, let's just glue then. It's just a little, make it, and some lace would be good too. Do I have any lace handy? Wait a minute. Let's see. Do I have any left over from my, is there some lace in here from Valentine's Day? Oh no. I might have to go in the other, oh wait, here we go. I think I found some lace. Just a minute. Just snap this shut. Hang on. Got some fabrics. Oh, here we go. Okay. I got excited over the fabrics and the lace. All right, let's see here. We got some of this. All right, let's see here. Let's do a little fussy cut here. Maybe a couple of these little appliques. All right, we're in business now. Okay, so a little, which one's the front? That's the front. Something like this, that. All right, let's see, where's my tacky glue here? Okay. Kind of like tags that are kind of cluster-esque tags, All right, so let's go ahead and put some pop dots. I pulled all different sizes here. Let's see. What do we got going on? Dee Dee, do you think you might have some lace? Yeah. I do. I have a bunch in the other room, and there's some stuck in here. So I'm going to go through this bag here. Yeah. Yes, fabric and lace is in that bag. I have a whole bunch, guys. I've shown y'all my bins O fabric and bins O lace. That what happened is let's see, I think I don't want to cover that up too much. Let's go ahead and put this up here. Because I made when I was making a lot of prayer pouches, so I have quite a bit of it. And so one day, this was a couple years ago when the kids were visiting, I said, I have all these, and you don't know what a sock holder is. It's like got little bins that you roll your socks up and put all your socks. Well, I don't do that with my socks. But anyway, but those bins are perfect for pieces. If y'all want, I'll go get one and show you. I can show you, I'm not going to bring them all in here. I can show you one just so you know what I'm talking about. And they're perfect for fabrics and laces and stuff. I love using doilies as my, I have some doilies too from leftover from what do you call it? Valentine's Day. Okay, so she's pop dotted up. So see, they've got some dimension to them, right? All right, so, and I want that, what do you call it? Gauzy stuff to kind of lay down there. But I like that color. I didn't think I'd like that color on these, but I do. All right, so there's that. All right, let me go. I'll run get one just to show y'all what I'm talking about. And all my sari silks and appliques I get from Serena at Amore Fabrics. Okay, so like here. Here's my sari, not all my sari silks, but I had the kids do all this organizing for me one day. I said, I need y'all to fold all this stuff up and put it in here. So see, it's a sock. It's just a fabric sock drawer thing that you put in your drawers. And so this is, some of my sari silks there. And then I might pull some of those. We'll pull that instead of gauze because it just looks fancier. And then here's one of my lace ones. So these are some, and it's the same thing. They're just little squares. And I got my lace in there. And I have a whole bunch of these. All right, so let's see. What else do we need on here? All right, let's see. That didn't glue down right there. I'm going to have to put a pop dot or something. No, let's just put some more glue. Let's just put some more glue back in there. This is why I keep my glue face down in a cup like this so I don't have to keep shaking it and trying to. Okay, there we go. All right, let's put a little glue on a little wing there. So I just make sure you put the cap on it and then just keep it face down like that and your glue is always ready to go. All right, so there we go. See, isn't this cute? And we could do like jewels. Where's my jewels? I'm thinking, where do I have some jewels? I can't get that big bin out right now. It's too buried over there, but I think I have some other ones sitting here. Let's see. Do I have them handy? Do I have some jewels handy? Don't know. I may not. May not have some handy. Let's see what I got over here. My pink box. I have something in here. I don't want beads. I want flats. Flat backed. Of course, I could always use liquid pearls or stickles. They have to sit and dry though. If I do that, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I could get some stickles. We have stickles. Let's see. Do I want like hot pink? Not liquid. Liquid pearls aren't going to show up that much. It has to be it's going to have to be, glittery to show up. I don't know if I want to do that. I think because it's going to take too long to dry and I won't be able to mail them out for 3 days. Whereas these I can just mail out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, we're going to forgo the jewels and the glitter because I don't have them at the ready. If I had the little, domed jewels, I could do that, but I don't know where they are handy right now. All right, let's see. Oh, thanks, Tina. Hello, Lynn. Am I missing anybody else? Probably. Joanne got our bunny card with the frame. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad it came in. Sometimes it takes a while to get at internationals, but I hope y'all, get your happy mails. I do send all the happy mail out with it, usually within a week, unless it's some special thing I have to package up or something. All right, so let's see here. So I like that. Now I'm thinking, do I want some pink? I do like this. So it's got one little orange one there. That's cute. We'll put one little orange one there. And then this is a variegated pom-poms. So let's go ahead and put that. And then I've got, let's see what kind, and then maybe some of this for some sari silk for a nice tag thing here. Let's cut this down. Let's get 2 of these. No, you know what? Let's do a yellow and here we go. Let's do this. I want them to be cute. I want them to be nice. All right, let's get all the little pop dot backs off here. All right, so I won't put this on yet because I want to edge it with gold first, I think. And same thing for this. So let's go ahead and do the gold edge. There's a little string there. All right, let's see. My gold. Where's the gold? All right. All right, here we go. Name of Marina fabric. I don't know what Marina fabric is, Yvonne, and I don't know names of any fabrics. I'm not going to know any names to fabrics. And I don't even know what a Marina fabric is. What's a Marina fabric? I don't know what a Marina fabric is. You'll have to be more specific. Okay, so now I just want to go around and see, just kind of make it a messy gold edge. Now this is going to probably be covered up down here with the pom-poms. Those are going to be fancy. You're talking about Serena's fabrics? Okay, I think Kat just put the link in. Now I know what you're talking about because Kat put the link in. Yeah. Amore Fabriques. She has a YouTube channel and she has an Etsy shop. Amore Fabriques, all one word. And she sells sari silk. She has a whole warehouse. She buys from India. And yeah. See, look. Isn't that cute? All right, so let's go ahead. You know what I'm going to do? Well, no, let's just do it as we go. But then after that, I'm going to put on, see, some like this. This will go on the top here. And then I want to put a little pom-pom on the bottom. So that'll go on there. But I got to let the gold dry, or I'll have to hit it with the heat gun, one or the other. Okay, yeah. Okay. When you said Marina, sorry. I didn't know what you were talking about. Okay, so there's that one. This will go with that when we put it together. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay, let's keep working here. I want to make 4 to give away, and then I'm going to do 4 kits. So we'll probably have just the right amount of time. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this down. This is just a background flower. And then we want some fabric something. I think instead of this, though, I'm going to use the sari silks. You know, this stuff. I'm going to go, because now that I pulled it, let's use it, right? And we're going to go with her. She's got pink and blue. So let's see, maybe some of this. All right. There's some blue and pink. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. These are not my, these are paper scissors, not cloth scissors, but all right, let's see how this works. Okay. I know I'm going to be out of frame a little here and there, but okay, just put some glue on the back of this little applique. Let's put that over here. It's going to be kind of like, you know, clusters, like cluster tags, if you will. All right, where's my small? There we go. I know it is. She has great fabrics, and at times, every now and then, she'll sell a whole sari. She doesn't do it very often. You have to follow her, and she'll do specials and stuff. She'll do special times where she does deals and stuff like that. So if you follow her on YouTube, you'll find all the deals. So go follow Amore Fabriques. Her name is Selena. Selena. And you'll find her on both YouTube and on Etsy. Amore Fabriques. All right, let's cut her out. It's cute. Thank you. Am I missing anybody coming in? Put it in caps, guys, and I still might miss you. Ask Annette. I did not see what she asked about the pink paint. But it is just me checking chat here. Well, my mods, of course. I could not do this without my mods. And I'm so mean that so much. Okay, so her little stick. She looks like she has little matchsticks. Little matchstick legs. I'll glue those down because we don't want them falling off. Okay, but I am going to pop dot this and this. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Well, where's my pop dots? All right. Even Janet loves. I know. I feel really blessed to have Janet like me, right, Kat or Tina? We tease, we tease. Okay, so there we go. So let's put that right there. And I do want to put some glue on her feet and glue her little feet down. So what we'll do is after I finish these 4, we'll do a giveaway with these 4. And then I'll put together 4 kits. And then we'll do a giveaway with the kits. So stick around if y'all want to be in the giveaway. I do US and international separately. So it gives more of a chance for international people because there's less of the international. There's still a lot of international, but there's less. And I like to have the internationals have a good chance too. Okay, I'm going to put some glue on her little legs there. Now let's put her right over here. And then let's glue her little legs down. So she does little legs. I need to glue her little legs down too. Let's put some glue on my finger here. Okay. I'll tell you what that says already. All right. So now that the gold is almost dry on there, but I'm just going to go ahead and do the gold as I go, and then we'll put the fibers and the trims after the gold dries, or I'll hit it with the heat gun. But I just thought a little gold edge looks nice. Okay. I'll sign the backs of them and put TandiArts, her reference her TandiArts cutout and collage on the back. So if y'all want to find her, then you know where we got the stuff. All right, so there we go. There's those 2. All right, now, and I'm just going to set the little fibers up here for now because I don't want to use them yet. Okay. All right, 2 more. Let's put this one up here, this one up here. There we go. And then we'll work right here. Do you ever have trouble covering up the cute paint on the base? You mean when I start gluing things down and I have like this? No, I really don't. I really don't have trouble like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I don't want to cover it up. Now, if it's something I've painted or, something, it has to be really something special for me to not to worry about covering it up. I just didn't want a blank tag. So that's why we got all the messy paint in the background. All right, so now let's see here. Let's go ahead and cut these out. Let me get the paint off my fingers here, or the glue. All right. And that's true in collage too, because I do so much collage and I have to cover up so much stuff. If I worried about covering stuff up, my collages would be pretty boring. I have to really, just not worry about covering up something if it's going to look good and I need that piece to be right in a certain spot and it's going to cover up another good piece. Well, hey, it's going to cover it up. It has to be something really special that I don't want to cover. Like I wouldn't glue her down and want to cover up her face. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to do that. 'Cause she's like the focal point. I'll show you if y'all missed it this morning, I did show pictures of my 3 new discs, 10-inch discs that I did for Samantha and her friends. So they're behind me with the varnish drying. So all right, so there's that. All right, so now let me go ahead and cut these other 2 out while I'm just sitting here cutting. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope y'all get some ideas. Pull out all your, like I just pulled out that Sari silk fabric. That's, I didn't even think to use it on these this morning. I was just going to use, the gauze and the fibers that I, pulled over here. And because I went and got them out of the closet and the lace too. And I'll put some lace in y'all's kits. Let me just get back up here and frame. Everybody's got stuff sitting around that they either forget they have or don't use often. I'm not making a whole lot of prayer pouches now, so I'm not getting out my fabrics as much, my canta cloth and my little prayer pouch. What do I have one hanging over here? Yeah, here, let me show you. So I was making these for quite a while for people that were, and this is just a sample one, but going through cancer and stuff like that. And I'd make these little. They're all hand sewn. There's a cord, and I put a jewel or some kind of a pin on them, and they have different lace and trims, cantha cloth, and see, it's all hand sewn. There's no sewing machine. It's all hand sewn, and the idea is that while you're making them, you're praying for the person. Then I put a little prayer on the inside. And I was making these for a lot of them. And I posted pictures of them on Instagram and Facebook. So if you go back a year or two, you'll see quite a few of these that I posted. So if you just want to make something for somebody that you love or care about, it's real easy just to use scrap fabrics. And these are just pins that I get at Hobby Lobby when they go on sale like 75% off. Or it can be a little jewel. It could be anything, and then that's just a nice little touch on there. And then put a prayer for that person on the inside and send it to them. A lot of y'all have these, so, that I've sent out to y'all in your times of distress or sickness. Okay, so let's see. All right. Those go with her. This goes with this one. Let's glue this down. Mustache. Well, that's right. I know. So that's what I'm saying. Use your stash, use your stash. Even if you use a little bit of it. I mean, use a little bit of it. I'm using a little bit of it today. Will I use all that whole bin that I just pulled out? Will I use all this today? No. But do I feel guilty about not using everything I have? You can't do that. If you're going to feel guilty about it, then just don't buy it in the first place. Just don't buy it in the first place. Oh, wait, that's going to have a pop dot on it. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, well, now that this is not going to have a pop dot on it now because I already put glue on it. So she'll be pop dotted. So let's just go ahead and just put that right there. Put that right there. And then she gets pop dotted. And I think, do I want this color? No, I want a different color. Let's put a different color on here. Let's look at the stash. Maybe a light pink. A light pink. Okay. So we'll put a little piece of light pink here. Let's put it right here on the edge. Let's go this way with it. Again, this is not my fabric scissors, so they may not cut very well. Let's cut this off right here. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this down a little. Glue that down. Then let's pop dot her. Oh, I don't want that touching the edge. I was like, let's move that up a little because I got to put gold. I'm going to put gold on the edge, so I don't want that all the way right to the edge. All right, let's pop dot her up. Y'all still with me here? Let's see, Judy D. I have mine. Aw, Judy. Aw, that's sweet. I'm glad. Trying to click on Judy. My mouse is there. We go. We see it. Aw. I'm glad. Well, we all can use prayers at times. Trust me, we all can use the prayers. So, little things mean stuff when you're going through stuff. Y'all know what I mean? When you're going through stuff, little things mean a lot to people. So don't ever think, that's just a card. She's not going to want a card. Who's going to want a card? Trust me. If you get just like for instance, sending those little things to Sammy, it just occurred to me. I didn't plan to think about, Sammy might want this, so I need to go in there and pull some. While I was cutting, she came to mind. And so I don't neglect those little inklings of, call them inspiration, whatever you want. When somebody comes to my mind, they're getting prayed for. So, okay, there we go. See how cute? Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Is this paint not dried up yet? Yeah, it's still good. All right, so let's go ahead and put a gold edge. So if somebody comes to your mind, out of the blue especially, or if you wake up in the middle of the night thinking of somebody, say a prayer for them. And they may be doing the same for you. They may be doing the same for you. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Ellen. Let's see. All right, we got those. Got one more here. Let's put her up here. Okay, now let's pop dot these. Let's see what color. Do I want that one? No, let's get, maybe. Let me come over here. Look, this one might need some teal color. Let's see, maybe, look at it. Maybe that, yeah. Okay. Let's pick a little piece off of here. Scissors aren't cutting. I'm not cutting the fabric. They're my old paper scissors. They're not made for nice silky fabric cutting. All right, so there we go. Let's put down a little there. Not quite to the edge because, like I said, I want to go around it with gold. All right, now let's go ahead and put pop dots. And I'll send y'all some pop dots too in the little kits. And stop after I do these 4 and we do a giveaway. It gives me a little break before I make the kits. We have plenty of time. It's only 10:15. One thing, one person. Yes, it can. Exactly, Laverne. It sure can. So, all right. Let's see. Right. Better put one in the middle too. I'll finish putting the fibers and everything on these before I do the others. And I think I probably should go ahead and edge do y'all want me to, the ones that are going to be in the kit that I've already got background paint, do y'all want me to edge those in gold, or do you just like edge your own color? What do you think? Should I edge those in gold too, the ones that are going in the kits, or not? Okay. There we go. see, Shelly. Yes, gold. Okay, I'll edge those with gold because it does give it a nice touch. Look, see, it does give it a nice touch edged in gold. See, this one's not edged in gold, so I'll edge them all in gold. We'll do that here in a minute too. And I'm just kind of rubbing it around the edge, not to have it, so it'll be kind of rough and not, perfect, like, not that anything's ever perfect, but you know what I mean. Just a little edge gold there. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's move this aside for a minute and see what we can do about. All right, here's the first one that we did here was with this. Here, let's go back over here. Is that dry enough? I think so. All right, so I'm going to put couple little pieces of sari silk. And I can't tell you where I got. Well, I can tell you I got it off of Etsy probably 10 years ago. And I don't have a lot of it left. Samantha raided my sari silk ribbons, so I don't have a lot of this. But I got it off of Etsy. So if you put in sari silk on, it's kind of like seam binding, crinkled seam binding. I don't know, I don't think Jacqueline's here. Jacqueline's at work. But Lovely Crafting Lodge. I don't know if she sells crink. Those of y'all that go to Jacqueline's and buy from her, do y'all know she sells crinked seam binding? Because that would be a good place for you to get it. Is from Jacqueline, Lovely's Crafting Lodge. Okay, so now let's see here. And this will come apart, so I got to kind of be careful with this. Let's see. I mean, it will fray apart. So let's go ahead and get it glued down before it comes apart. All right. I'm not sure she sells crinked seam binding. I think Jacqueline does sell it. Okay, Angie says she thinks she does. So y'all check out. She usually sells on Friday nights. She was on vacay for a week or two. She's back now, I think. So Friday nights is Lovely's Crafting Lodge. Jacqueline, I just call her Jay. And she sells, cool dyed papers and things. So yeah. All right. So look, guys. Look how cute. And that's kind of flashing out. This is hot pink, so it's really flashed out in the camera. But it's bright hot pink. Is that going to stay? Do I need to tie that another knot? Maybe. Let's tie a knot in it because I want it to kind of go every which way. Like, like wild. There we go. Like some wild hair, like that. Isn't that cute? I know, right, Annette? Okay, so let's go ahead and do each one now with something. Okay, so let's see what I got here. See, I got this. It's variegated. Let me pull it here. It's a variegated, and I think I got this at Hobby Lobby on a spool. And again, Hobby Lobby, I buy this stuff when it's 40, 50% off. So it's a variegated pom-pom. So I need some of this teal color in here and then some of this pink and purple on her. See, that gold's not quite dry yet. Okay, so let's see here. So let's cut this pink and purple for her. Okay, that can go on her. She needs some of this teal, so I'm going to bust into the middle here. Let's see, maybe this little bit of blue in the teal like that. Perfect. No, let's go this way. Do I want it the other way? Yeah, let's go this way. Okay. Okay, so this one. That one can go on her. And then this one needs some purple or some pink and there we go. Okay, there we go. So we got some pom-poms on each one. So cute. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this. Okay, this one I'm going to trim the little. There we go. Okay, that one's glued. Let's glue this one. But isn't Tandi's stuff so cute? I mean, that's not her name, Sylvia, but Sylwia. I don't know with the W. I'm not sure if it's Sylvia with. She just spells it with the W. But TandiArts, that's how you're gonna find her. So TandiArt. I'll show you the books again here in a minute. See if I put enough glue on that edge. No, let's put a little more glue. Okay. I'll take pictures of them and post them so we can tag her. We can tag Tandi with the tags. Little fuzz there. Let's get that off. Okay, here we go. Now we have to put some toppers here, some stuff on the top. Okay, let me see what I got pulled. Okay, here's some yellow, some more yellow. Let's cut this in half, maybe. Yeah, cut this in half so we can put some yellow and a yellow. And what other color do I have? Oh, I got some green in there. It's just not teal green, but let's see. Here's some more, this maroon, more maroon color. Maybe that's just the best. Let's put a piece of that on each one. And one more here. This one I could put some peach. No, the peach color is kind of dull. Let's see, what could I put in? I don't have any more. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's some maroon, darker maroon. Let's do this. Let's just do 2 of those. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you, Tina. Aren't they fun? And if you want your loop to be smooth in the front, go from the front, and then when you do a slip knot, the loop will be on the front and look smooth. Here, let's see. Come on, come through. Come on through. Come on. Did I get it all? No, one more piece there. So I'm doubling it up there. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Well, let go of one edge. There we go. So there we go. Oh, why is there only 3? Where'd the other one go? Did I drop one? Oh, it's on the back. There you go. Let's tie that up. This should be 4. Okay, and I'm tying them like this in a random way so that they kind of all stick out like that. So they're all kind of wild like that. Okay, so now let's do this one. So I'm just kind of grabbing, like pinching it, go through the front, and then go get a loop right there and drag them through the loop. There we go. And then I just kind of tied a couple of them together because that makes them flare. like that. Okay, this one, we've got that one. Let's do this one. All righty. Come on. One more. All right. Let's do a tie. Let's tie this and this one together. Make them stick out. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. What do y'all think? Aren't they so cute? The gold's still a little wet, so. All right. I love them. All right. So now what we're going to do, and I'm just going to give y'all, I'm just going to pick them. You know, I'm not going to let y'all pick them because we'll be here all day saying, well, which one do you want? And so I'm just going to, you know, we're going to do it random. Let's see. Let's go up here a little bit. So let's do two. Let's do, this will be international. We'll do pink will be international. And then we'll do blue over here will be US, just because it's going to be easy for me to, you know, give them to y'all. All right. But we're only going to do one at a time. We'll do international first, then we'll do US. And so we do it separately. Now I got to find my marker. Where's my Sharpie? It's up under here somewhere. Sharpie. Then we'll make the kits. Well, I can't find my Sharpie. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let me get my iPad out here and get up random.org. And wait till I type in go. When I type in go, we're going to do USA only. Let's see if y'all can see this. I have no room on this is literally all the room. USA only, 1 to 100. Wait till I type in go. When I type in go, the first, and when I put up random.org, the first two people closest without going over. Let me bring up random here. Random.org. Okay, so there's my random.org. There's our little number generator. Okay, when I type in go, yeah, don't talk while people are putting in numbers because it makes my mods cray. Okay, so let me set this aside for a minute. Let me sip of my lemon water. Okay, when I type in go, USA only, 1 to 100. First two people closest to a random.org number without going over. Okay. Oh, throw those baby wipes away. Move my scissors. Some space. Click on the chat line. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. USA only. Then we'll do international separate. I think I said it backwards a minute ago. Not that it matters, but we're going to do USA only, 1 to 100. Okay. First two people closest without going over. I got my envelopes sitting here somewhere. Envelopes. And then I'm going to put together 4 kits where you have to build it. Okay. If you build it, they will come. Oh my goodness. And what I'll do is I'll put these in between some, like a piece of black cardstock to flatten them out as much as I can and put 2 stamps on it. Should be good. That way they're nice and flat in the envelopes. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let me just put some. We'll just do it a couple at a time. All right, there we go. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. 1. Hit enter if you haven't yet. Okay, here we go. First two people closest to 69 without going over. 69. First two people closest to 69 without going over. I'll look and everybody looks. My mods look. All right, let me scroll back and see. 69 without going over. First two people closest. I first usually go through and look for the see if it any exact number or like 68 or 69. All right, so looking for all the high 60s to start with. 69 without going over. Okay, View has 65. I think View might be one of them with 65. And who else? Who else is in the 60s? Scrolling back, who else had the 60s? Does anybody else have 60s? Scrolling. Shelly had 64. Is it Shelly or Brooke? All right, Brooke had what? Okay, so Brooke had 69. Okay, so Brooke with an E. And Shelly. Okay, why did I think View had it? What did View have? I mean, what did View was 65. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, View. All right, so View and Brooke. Brooke, do I have your address still? Do I have your address, Brooke? Brooke, I have your address, correct? Brooke with an E? Yeah, never mind, I do. And I have View's address. Okay, so View and Brooke. There y'all go. Okay. All right. So View and Brooke, there's our US ones. Now we're going to do the same thing again. Where am I going to put these? Okay. Now we're going to do international only. International only. And we're going to do the same thing again for kits. I'm going to put together 4 kits, 2 US, 2 international. We're going to do it again after I put the kits. Now wait till I type in go, 1 to 100, and we're going to do the same thing, except it'll be international. Okay, wait till I type in go. All right, yeah. All right, hang on. All right, that's why I like my mods. They'll help. They don't let me mess up. Y'all don't let me mess up. Y'all tell me, oh, Judy, no. Hold it, girl, hold it. Okay, international only, 1 to 100. Then we'll pick a new number. And then I'll put together the kits, which I love doing. I love putting together little kits. I don't like being a kit maker and seller. I tried that before I started streaming like 16 years ago. I did and I got the alphabet. Wait, we got to go back to the alphabets here in a minute too. We'll go back to we'll do the US first because I picked them first, and then international. So if I have then y'all can pick a letter to go with. Okay, so y'all can pick a letter. So, hey Raul, how you doing? I sent you some more happy mail recently. I hope you're getting it. All right, I'm gonna count down, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the enter if you haven't already. Okay, yeah. Woo! All right, here we go. International only. Let's pick a new number. 39. First 2 people closest to 39 without going over. 39. Put the envelopes here. 39. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see. I'm scrolling back here. 39. Scrolling. Okay, here we go. There's the start. 39. Let's see. Barbara G had 34. Dot had 35. Is that who it is? Barbara G and Dot. Oh, wait. Scrappy Girl had 37. Scrap Girl has 37. Y'all double check me here. Scrap Girl. I don't know if I have your address. So send it to me again, okay? Scrap Girl had 37. And Dot, I have Dot. I know I have Dot's address. Okay, so Dot, it even looks like Dot a little bit. So Dot, you'll get one. And wait a minute, I'll let y'all pick some letters. And then Scrap Girl, send me your address. Here's my email. I might have it, but I have so many addresses, guys. If I don't send you something every week, I'm not going to remember. If I have your address or if you just sound like somebody else's. Let's see if I get that go in. Did my address go in? Let's see. Okay, you're welcome. And Dot, you could give yours away. Okay, so if you to somebody if you want. All right, Scrap Girl. All right, so send me. All right, now let me go back for a minute. Okay, so we have View and Brooke. Okay, so View. Do you want a V for View? These are all the letters I have. I only have one of each. So if somebody picks your letter, you're going to have to just like, oh well. And Brooke, I have a B if you want a B. Okay, so all right, View wants a V. Okay, Brooke, do you want a and I'm going to stick it in the envelope because I don't trust it not to get lost. Okay, so View, there's View with a V. Brooke, do you want the B? I have a B. Brooke, are you still here? Do you want the B? And then also, then we got Dot and Scrappy Girl. Y'all have to tell me what letters you want. Okay, Scrap Girl, Dot, and Brooke. What do you want? Brooke, I'm going to give you the B if I don't see you answer. Oh, is Scrap Girl in the U.S.? All right, y'all double check that. Okay, well, Scrap Girl, you can't win if you were in the U.S. I'm sorry. We're going to have to, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I try to make it very clear at the beginning. International only, U.S. only. So I'll have to go back and see who won then. Okay, so Brooke, is Brooke here? Okay, she's not answering, so Brooke's going to get the B. All right, let's do that. Brooke is going to get the B. All right, so let me scroll back and see who had the closest to, what was it? 39. Who was the closest to 39 without going over? Dot and who? Dot, do you want the, oh, there's no D. Dot, what letter do you want? Karen Evans with 32. All right, Karen Evans. Let me get a thing here. Karen Evans. And Karen, I think I have your address, Karen. Karen Evans with 32. Okay, so Dot and Karen, we need y'all some letters. Let's see. I have a K, Karen, so I'll just give you the K. This is going to take forever. This is why I don't ask y'all what you want very often, because it takes so long. Y'all might step away or, okay, so Karen Evans, you get the K. And do I have your address? Oh, no. Tina's saying no. All right, let's see. All right, Janet's calling me. Hang on. Okay, where do we mess up and what do I need to do?
All right. The international winners are Dorothy.
Yeah, I got Dot.
And Barbara Goller.
Okay, Barbara Goller. Okay, yeah. So hang on. All right, thank you. Thanks, Janet.
You're welcome.
Okay, Barbara Goller. Okay, we're getting there. Hang on, Barbara G. Do I still have your address, Barbara G? I might need your address because it's been a while since I think I've seen you. I know you said you just got something from me, but I think that was from like Christmas. So if you'll send me okay, let's see. Hang on. This is why I don't like to pick too much, let y'all pick, because y'all have to be real conscious too of whether you're in US or international. Okay. All right. So let's see. Where are we now? Yeah, Kat, she just called. All right. So let's see here. All right. So Barbara G, I have no B and I have no D. So, but Barbara, send me your address. Here's my email again. We'll get it, guys. We'll get it. Hang on. Oh, well, then my chat went away. Okay, hang on. Oh, yeah. All right, hang on. Okay, there we go. There's my email. Okay, I do have it. Okay, so all right, now Dot and Barbara, what letter do you want? You can just pick a letter because there's no G, there's no D, and there's no B. Do you want a G for Goler? You want you want an M? Okay. All right. So Barbara wants an M. We try to do it. We try to be fair and get it right. Okay. So there's Barbara. Okay. Now, Dot. Did Dot say what letter she wanted? Dot, what letter do you want? This is why we don't do pick something because it takes so long. What do you want, Dot? Or did you already say and I missed it? Did Dot say what letter she wanted? I know, herding cats, Tina. What do you want, Dot? Did Dot leave? Okay, well, I don't know. I'm just going to give her this O that looks like a flower because we can't sit here all day and just wait for someone to tell me what letter they want. So there we go. So Dot, you're going to get this. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're going to do. We're getting there. All right. Now let's move this. We're not doing any more of this. Okay, so let's see. Let's get my. We got to put some. What do you call it on here? Some. All right, hang on, guys. I don't have my. Where's the other one? Oh my gosh, hang on. There it is. I want to put gold on each one. All right, so hang on. Give me a minute. All right, we want to put some gold on each one of these because y'all wanted me to. Because y'all wanted me to put gold. Let's get a. All right, there we go. All right. Whew. All right. We all good now? We all good? Janet would be calling me if we weren't. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and edge these. Now, these I'm not putting together. These are going to be, y'all have to put them together yourself. So I'm going to kind of put the same kind of stuff in here that I put on the ones I made, only y'all have to make these. Okay, y'all have to make these yourself. But yeah, I quit making kits and selling them for Etsy. That was way before I even started streaming. I think I told y'all that story. I don't know how people with Etsy that do Etsy's do it, but I was making little kits. Okay, there's some little paper right there. Let's just put some gold over that. I don't know what that is. We'll put some gold on it. But I was making little collage kits. And what I was doing, y'all heard this story before, right? What did Tina say? Your tanks. I don't miss that, what she's talking about. I miss some of the stuff y'all are talking about while I've been doing all the getting this stuff together. Anyway, so I would make kits for Etsy, and I did color combos. And it's kind of like what I'm doing here with collage stuff, except it wasn't like Tandy. It was just like different color stuff, and it was all color based. So like I'd have blue kit, red kit, purple kit, yellow kit, I'd have different kits of collage fodder. And it was an envelope, like, this, like an envelope of stuff. And I was only selling them for $5 and I think $1 shipping. So I was only selling them for like $6 and $1 of that went for shipping. And this was before I even had it was before cell phones had, the photos and all that. I didn't even have a cell phone then. And so I took everything with my my 35 millimeter with the SD card, and then I take all the pictures of the stuff, and then I'd upload on the SD card, take the SD, put it in the computer, upload it to the computer, edit, crop, da 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 da, go over to Etsy, upload all the pictures to Etsy for a $5 kit. And then I would get people saying, is that little piece of blue fabric? Is that fabric? Or is that blue a piece of paper? No, I'm not joking, people. Is that white? Is that white paper? Is that a real lace or is that a doily? I'm out. I'm done. That did me in. I said, no, this ain't for me. So I just give it away here. I don't try to sell it. I just give it away, give y'all some treats. I'm not going to do all that for $5. Anyway, that was the end of my Etsy. Well, I did sell a few little things that I made, some of the little characters that I painted and drew and made little cards and, a few things, but, mostly, people were wanting to buy the collage fodder. No, not doing this anymore. Okay, so those are going to be wet for a minute. So, and I did punch holes in them. So y'all can, do that. All right, so let's see here. All right. All right, so the first thing I want to do to give for the kit is I want to give y'all some pop dots. So I'll give y'all a little row of pop dots each here. Now I'm going to chill and do this and chill, okay? Not going to rush. I'm going to take me a minute. You think that's funny, Falcon? Is that what you're laughing at? The fodder view? Y'all, is that what y'all are laughing at? Oh my gosh, it wasn't funny. Maybe that's not what you're laughing at. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to give you all these pop dots. Okay. Then, and I got to finish my own tag here too. All right, I got quite the mess here. All right, let's see. Now I want to give everybody a character, one of the little characters here. Oh, look, there's 4 of them right there. That's perfect. Okay, I don't know where my big scissors are. There we go. Okay. So, and remember, if you want to pop dot these, I was going to give you all a piece of cardstock too. Glue it on cardstock and then cut it out. This one may be, you can cut her down. You can cut her clothes shorter or whatever. All right, so let's see here. So give everybody a little person, one of the little TandiArt girls. There. There we go. All right. Now, let's see here. Let's give everybody a little row of something here. There's a little edging or something that can go. I like the green with that one. There's another. And here's another little piece. This blue one matches her. I like putting them together. I like putting these little kits together. But I don't any of y'all email me and say I wanted y'all wouldn't, but I'm teasing now. All right, so let's see. We have going through here with all my little here's some piece of cardstock. Let's just put that in there too. And where's the cardstock pieces I had? Where did I put them? Do I have some more? Where did I put? Oh, here they are. Okay, let's give everybody a piece of that. So if you want to glue down the girls or something before you cut them out. Let's see, that should work. Okay. That's a little, that'll fit. There we go. So everybody has some cardstock. Okay, now I'm not looking at chat, so don't yell at me. Dee Dee's not paying attention to chat. I'm trying to get your kits together. All right, some butterflies. Here we go. Okay, let's give everybody 2 butterflies. And again, if you want to make them, you know, pop dot them. 2 butterflies. Two butterflies. Okay, I gotta get some more butterflies. Where'd they go? Some more butterflies. All right, butterflies. Oh, hi, John. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the channel, John. John, y'all don't know Oak Island. Y'all know by now. Between me and John, y'all know about Oak Island. Thank you for supporting the channel, John. I got one of his. Where'd I put it? It's sitting over there somewhere. I had it out a minute ago. I got one of his certificates of watchers. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, you're welcome, John. Yeah, John lost his mom here recently. So you're welcome, John. I'm glad you got it. Yeah. You're welcome. And so he's back to streaming about Oak Island again. And do you know how many episodes are left, John? How many episodes are left for the season? Like 3? Or do you? I know you know. I just don't. I don't remember. And now they're going to. I was going to say Malta, but not. Where they? Where they going? Starts with an A. They're heading to. Where are they heading? Oh my God, I can't think of it. I got too many other things on my mind. Let's see. Nothing under the rock. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Azores. Yes, the Azores. Yes. Yeah. So oh my gosh. Thank you, Tina. There's a link right there, guys. So yeah, I appreciate that, John. Thank you so much. All right, let's give y'all each a little house here. John will be streaming tonight with the updates. Last I heard, unless something's changed, he streams the night after. Oak Island comes on Tuesday nights, and then John will stream on Wednesdays. All right, so there's that. Now I want to give y'all let's get a piece of fabric. Let's see. Let's get out some fabrics here. All right, let's see. And I'm not really probably doing the best for the color matching. This one could use some blue something. Did I pick any? Okay, here's a little piece of blue. Okay, I'm just going to fold. There's enough there for something. All right, here's some pink here. Let's see. Let's cut this down a little here. Okay, this one could be some pink. Here's some more pink, a couple different shapes of pink. Where's this one? Okay, that one could be some pink. And does this one have some pink maybe? Maybe a pink and another color. What else do I have? Oh, here, some light pink. There we go. All right, let's do that. Okay, so there's some fabrics in each one. New drone. Oh, good. I love the drone videos. I love the drone videos. The rock was good for 5 months. All right, John. Okay. Well, thanks, John. Thanks for stopping in. Oh my gosh, good for 5 months, right? I know. Okay, so now let's see here. I don't know that I'm going to send any pom-poms. I think I'll just send some I think I'll send some sorry silk stuff. Some of this stuff here. So let's do not sorry silk. Crink. It's either crink seam binding or I don't know. Anyway, just gonna give it to y'all. Oh, let's see. Here's some other colors, some green, and this color. This one will go good together. All right, let's make two there, there, and there. Okay. Of course, y'all don't have to use what I'm sending. You can use your own other stuff. I just thought would be doing that. Okay, now let's see. What else am I missing? What else am I missing? Let me put all this together. I know. Give y'all some lace. Let's give y'all, because I got this lace here. Let's move this over here. All right, let's see what I got in the lace department. Some little pieces of lace will be good. Let's see here. There's a couple, and there's a little something there. All right. Let's see what I can dig out. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Let's put some of that. And digging around. Hang on. Digging and digging and digging. All right, here we go. There's some little pieces of lace. And let's see. Going through the bag here. And I think in this one I'll put some of the pink. What do you call it? Pink gauze. Okay, there we go. So everybody's got a little something. All right, now, am I missing anything? I'm looking at the ones I already made. Is that pretty much got it all? All right, I think that's good. What do y'all think? Y'all can make some tags with this. All right, so now let me put everything together in some envelopes. What I put in envelopes. Okay. All righty here. And I'm just going to throw all the stuff in envelopes. You don't know which one you're going to get. I'm going to mix them up. You don't know which one you're going to get. And we did USA first last time, so this time we'll do international first. Pay attention, people. Pay attention. I even write it down for y'all and put it right in front of us. Okay, so there we go. All right, so I'm going to just mix them all up here. Mix. Okay. All righty, there we go. Okay, now, pay attention. International only. International only. Wait till I type in go. 1 to 100. First two people closest without going over. Wait till I type in go. Okay. Y'all are so fun. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on, mouse. There we go. Okay. Oh, make my eyes water laughing. Get a sip of my lemon water. Okay. Whew. Give y'all a second. Pick up a couple little things here while I'm waiting. Oh, and I wanted to show you my disc. I should be able to, they should be dry enough to pull over here in front of y'all for a minute. Okay. Get them in. I'm going to count down. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, thank you, Dot. Thank you, Dot, for the super chat. Thank you, Dot. I appreciate that. Won't you count? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let me get my iPad over here. We're going to pull a new number. All right, new number 13. If everybody went over 13, I'll pull a new number. 13 without going over. 13. Let me go back here. 13 without going over. Let's see. It looks like Raul had 9. Oh, let's see. Melody had 13. Okay, so Melody, I don't have your address unless you're the old Melody, and I don't think you are. Melody had 13 KOQ. She had 13 right on the nose, and Raul had 9. Okay, so Raul, you'll have to get the missus to put together your tag for you. And Melody, I'm going to need your address. Okay, so let me give you my address here, or my email rather. Make sure I put it in right. Come on, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, there's my email. All right, so Raul and Melody, y'all got, you have to make the kit. You got to make it yourself. All right, now we're going to do the exact same thing with USA only. Wait till I type in go. USA only 1 to 100. And then y'all will get a little kit to build from what we did today. I had fun doing this. I hope y'all did too. Let me type in go. Okay, there we go. USA only. Okay. And then y'all make your own little kits. I'll pick up all this. I got a big mess. It's not that big a mess. It's just putting the paints away and stuff. All right. Get your numbers in. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. I think I'm going to Chick-fil-A and get me a Chick-fil-A and a large fry. Chick-fil-A and a large fry. All righty. Pick up a little here and there. Put these away. All right. Last chance. Get your number in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Go back over to random here. Let's pick a new number. 74. 74 without going over. 74 without going over. All right, let's see here. Whew, I'm worn out. All right, let's scroll back. 74 without going over. And I know my mods will tell me because we always have a lot in US. 74 without going over. I'm looking for all any in the 70s. Missy had 68. Missy might be one with 68. I'm looking now in the 60s. Okay, is it Missy? And Sweet Lady? Sweet Lady has 62. Okay, y'all double check me. Is it Missy with 68? And oh, Starla had 7. Wait, Starla had 7. That's over. 70. It's 70. Did I say what did I say? What number? 74. Starla had 76. That's over. Yeah, so it's Missy with 68, And Sweet Lady, do I have your address? I think I do, right? Sweet Lady, I think you won something last week or the week before. Sweet Lady had 62. Is that correct? Are we right? Okay, there we go. So Missy and Sweet Lady, y'all get you a kit to put together. All right, guys. Anything else? Oh, wait, I gotta show you the discs. I always do that. Oh, I gotta show you at the end. All right, so they're still gonna be wet, but I'll show them to you. Okay, so here's the one for Samantha. Let me back out here. Hang on. Let me back out one here. Okay. So here, see, they're still wet. So this is the one for Samantha. She likes sea turtles. And I did post these. It goes that way right there. I did post them on Instagram if y'all want to see them. And then this one is for her friend Abby. She likes octopi. And they're all space related too, Artemis and all that. So there's the one for Abby, and then I gotta keep them. I can't stack them; they're still not dry enough. And then this one's the extra one I made, and I told her she had a friend or whatever. I just made three. So here's the other one. I love this one. This is just my vibe. But so there's the other one, and they're all edged in gold. And I will paint the backs black. And so yeah, so there we go. So those are the ones that I made over the week, this week, the last few days, I should say, the last few days. Thank you, Riri. Thanks, Pamela. Thanks, guys. And Raul, I hope you're doing well. did not see an update. I do go back and skim through my chat to see, especially if I miss new people or miss things going on. So Raul, I don't know if you said how you're doing, but we keep you in our prayers, Raul. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to head on out. Going to go to Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I think that's it. So, hope y'all enjoyed this week. Devin is on vacation, so she's going to Amsterdam. We all said she better bring back some cool hauls of art supplies. So, today's better days. Okay, all right. Well, we love you, Raul. We love you. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. And y'all have a good rest of your week and go be nice to somebody. Bye, guys.